Since the release of Mistral Mixture of Expert 7 into 8 billion model, there have been an explosion where people are producing similar models upon models every day. In this video, I'm going to show you one of the model which is called as Falkor 7 billion MoE, and it is also 8 into 7 billion expert. If you don't know what SMOE or this mixture of expert model is, basically a sparse mixture of experts or SMOE is a type of neural network architecture which is designed to improve the efficiency and scalability of traditional models. The concept of a mixture of experts was introduced to allow a model to learn different parts of the input space using specialized expert subnetworks. For example, in Mixtral, there are 8 expert subnetworks. That is why it is called as 8 into 7 billion. And 7 billion is for the parameter, as how many parameters are there in that model. So for example, again, in this Falkor 8 into 7 billion, we have 7 billion parameter in this model, and it has 8 expert subnetworks. Okay. Now, coming back to this model, which is Falkor 7 billion MoE, I'm going to show you how you can install it locally on Windows on your laptop, and I'll be using this blocks quantized version. So much interesting this model is Falkor that it also even has a theme song which you can watch on YouTube video, and I'll drop the link to this Falkor models hugging face page. From there you can access this theme song which is about mannequin on the YouTube itself. Okay, that's done. Now let me show you what exactly and how exactly this model works, which is pretty interesting too in its own form. So this Falkor model is a mixture or merge between Chupacabra, OpenChat and Dragon Mistral 7 billion. And Dragon models have been fine-tuned with the specific objective of fact-based question answering over complex business and legal documents, with an emphasis on reducing hallucinations and providing short, clear answers for workflow automation. This new model, which we will see shortly, Falkor, this has been evaluated against a benchmark test, and it has produced some really good results, and accuracy score is even more than 96%. This model is licensed under Apache, and this has been fine-tuned, as I mentioned earlier, from Mistral 7 billion base. Okay, cool. Now let's see how you can install it locally. The tool which I'm going to use for this model's installation is the trusted LM Studio. If you don't know what LM Studio is and how to install it, I have another video where I explain it in great detail. Now go to their home page and just type Falkor, press enter, and there you have different variants of Falkor model which you can download. I'll just go with this 7 billion short one, and let me go with the shortest one, which is around 4.37. Okay, let's click on download, and this should start downloading. If you just drag it up, there you go. You can see that the model is being downloaded. The size of this model is just under 5 gig, and depends upon your download speed how long does it take. So let's wait for it to finish downloading. Model has been downloaded, as you can see here in this file. Now let's click on this folder icon on the left, and there you go, model is there. In order to use it, click on these 3 dots in the middle, select your model, and the model is being downloaded. Let's also drag this one a bit so that we can chat with this model. Model is downloaded. Let's ask it few questions. So I'm going to ask it, why lion is king of jungle. Let's see what reasoning it comes up with. And remember, it's just a quantized version, and I have selected very minimalistic quantization, but let's see what sort of quality it produces in terms of response. There you go. I think the response is awesome. It stems from several factors: physical prowess, social hierarchy, and ecological role. Amazing stuff. And look at the detail it is producing. So let's wait for it to produce all this detail. I wasn't expecting the detail here, by the way. So there you go, it has almost produced a perfect answer. And so first it has given us a summary of what answer it is going to produce, then it is telling us some of the facts and numbers about lions, and then they operate as the alpha predators in their social structures, forming pride and so on and so forth. And then it is also telling us the advantages of lion, that they keep overgrazing in check due to the wildebeest, zebra and antelope, which is amazing. And then it also is producing the conclusion. So this is a perfect example of where we normally tell people that, okay, if you are telling something, then tell your audience what you are going to tell them, then tell them, and then tell them what you have just told them. I think this Falkor is just following the same advice and producing a perfect answer. Let's ask it another question. So I'm just going to ask it how to climb K2, or maybe I'll just maybe try to confuse it, how to manage K2 safely, and what are the steps. So K2 is a mountain, as you might know, the second highest peak in the world in Pakistan. There you go. So it knows what K2 is and it is producing the answer, and then it is giving us some of the planning and preparation and execution of various steps, which is spot on. Let's wait for it to finish producing. So as you can see, it is providing us like answers like a mountaineer, and it has started with about what should we expect from K2, and then it has given us step-by-step planning, which includes physical fitness, acclimatization, equipment, weather forecast, ropes, group size, communication, and descent planning, and then it is going on and on and on. I think simply by reading this, you can just start planning to climb this K2 mountain. Very, very impressed by the attention to detail by this model. So I think it is almost done there. So while it prints out, let me paste another prompt here, which I'm going to ask it. So I'm just asking it, I need a paint sample from my wall so that I could buy the paint of same color. How should I get the sample from the wall? I'll just stop generating. Now let me ask it this question. Let's wait for it to come back. And again, remember, this is a quantized version, a very, very lower quantization, Q4. So, but as you can see at the top here, but still the responses are amazing. So let's wait for it to generate the response for this paint sample question. So sometimes what happens is this LM Studio gets stuck, but don't worry. All you can do is just close this and then relaunch by clicking LM Studio here. And then again, go to these three dots, maybe reload it. And then it will reload and then you can talk with it again. So let's wait for it to finish reloading. That's done. And I'll just say regenerate. Let's wait. So you can see that by restarting LM Studio, it is able to give us the answer, and the answer is pretty spot on. So it is saying that to obtain a paint sample from your wall, you'll first want to gather some necessary material, and then it is telling us how to do it, locate the spot, and then just scrap it away. So all in all, very, very good answer. Very impressed by the quality of this model. So as you can see, all of these variants of Mistral 8x7 billion are simply amazing. So this is it, guys. A huge thanks to Bloke for providing us a quantized version for it, and also of course to Ray Hernandez for producing this awesome model. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you have any questions or if you're stuck anywhere, let me know and I'll be happy to help. And if you like the content, please consider subscribing to the channel. Thank you very much.